For starters, can you say your first and last name?
Joanna Timony.
And we're doing 5 laps in a Nissan GTR. Sound good?
Awesome.
All right, now as you can see the mirror set up for me, I'll be watching what's going on behind us. If there's a car coming up on us quick, I'll turn on the hazards, place my hands on the wheel, and I'll instruct you which side of the track to be on for that pass to happen safely. If we're coming up on a car that we're going to make a pass on, they're going to show us that same courtesy. Turn on their hazards, I'll place my hands on the wheel, and I'll instruct you to either be on the right or the left for that pass to happen safely.
All right.
Now, basically while we're out there on track, I'll be talking to you pretty much the whole time, giving you tips and pointers, helping you improve. One of the things that's really important is that you just carry a good constant and consistent brake pressure all the way through the braking zone. It's going to help keep the car balanced and predictable for when you need to turn in. Then, as you turn in, you balance all the way through the corner. Once you get to the apex of the corner, you start to squeeze onto the throttle, unwinding the wheel, ending up at your exit point.
All right.
Once you end up at that exit point, steering wheel's back to straight, car's pointed in the right direction. Squeeze to full throttle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go as fast as you want today. Only because it's your birthday, though.
Oh, thanks.
As long as you're doing things right, okay?
All right.
All right, so the last thing is just eyesight. So important. Keep your eyes up, looking those couple steps ahead. You want to avoid that tunnel vision effect or getting fixated on one point. Look through your corners. Look where you want to go, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Turn the wheel 1 full rotation to the right. Good. Hand position. Back it off just a little bit so your GTR is straight up and down for you.
So there?
So your GTR is straight up and down.
Oh.
No, other way. Back,
this.
yeah, to the left. Good. Right there. Oh. Hold it right there. All right, there you go. So hand position goes at 9 and 3 o'clock, right? That's where you want to hold the wheel. Paddle shifts. Upshift is on the right and downshift is on the left. Nice size paddles. The largest of the bunch, pretty much. I can walk you through the gear changes by simply saying upshift and downshift. I think you mentioned that you're comfortable with paddle shifts,
yeah.
or at least you're comfortable with changing gears.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, there's no clutch, right?
Yeah.
We're only going to be using about 3rd, 4th gear. That's really it. So don't overthink it, okay?
Okay.
I'll basically say upshift here. And you just stay on the throttle as you're accelerating, and you just pull back on that paddle shift on the right.
So don't let go of the throttle when
Exactly.
I'm shifting.
You don't lift off the throttle. You don't close your eyes. Nothing crazy like that, all right? Into the braking zones, you apply the brakes all the way through, and then you just pull back on that downshift paddle when I say downshift.
Okay.
Simple as that, okay?
All right.
Other than that, you got any questions?
No, nothing right now.
All right. Put on the brake.
Yeah, brake time.
All right. All clear on the right. Let's start to pull on out of our stall. Wind yourself
Go forward?
Yep. Pull forward.
Okay.
And start hooking it around to the right. Once you get over to that barrier that says racing, you're going to hook it around to the left. Once you get all the way around to that speed limit 200 sign, you're going to start to hook it around to the right. Start hooking it around to the right. Good. Keep on pulling forward, and hold. All right, there's a car coming. Eventually, you're going to go through those 2 blue cones on the left. You see those?
Yeah.
All right, that's our track entrance, all right? So let's start turning the wheel to the left, but continue to hold. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Let's start to head on the track. Just kind of squeeze onto the throttle. Yep, just nice and easy.
It's
Now.
like it's so sensitive. I'm not used to this.
Yeah. All right, upshift. Good. Now so you're going to start to turn it into the right, crossing over the track towards your apex, starting to squeeze onto the throttle and unwinding the wheel. Now, throttle all the way down. Keep going. Shift. And stay in it. And shift. All right, nice job. Now, coming into this braking zone, apply the brake. Get a feel for the brake pressure and turn it into the right. Start to come off of the brakes and just focus on steering now. Start to squeeze back onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exiting all the way to the left. Start to apply the brake. A little bit harder onto the brakes. And now turn it into the right. All right, good. Now keep it tight into the right and you squeeze back on throttle. Now there's a car on our left. We're going to tuck in right behind him and turn it into the left there. Back onto the throttle. Exit wide and to the right. And then start to work your way over to the left. Start to apply the brake and downshift once. Turn it into the right. This is that tight late apex hairpin. Start to squeeze back onto the throttle. And you want to end up about middle of the track and then smoothly work your way over to the right. Now right here it's just a touch of brake and that's all you need. Then turn in left, squeeze back on throttle, go straight through the chicane. So you want to go basically straight all the way out to your turning point and now start turning it into the right. Start to squeeze onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exiting all the way to the left. Throttle all the way down. And upshift. There's a car on our right. Keep on going. Alright, all clear. Now start applying the brake. And turn it down towards your apex. You want to hug that apex nice and tight. And now start to squeeze onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exiting to the left. Alright, good. Keep going. And start applying the brake. So turn it into the right. So the point is to do all your braking in a straight line before you get to that turn-in point.
Okay.
So apply the brake first, and then come off the brake, and then focus on steering, okay? Back on throttle instead of braking and turning at the same time, okay? And start working your way to the left. Apply the brake and downshift once. Turn it into the right. And squeeze back on throttle. Work your way to the right. And just touch a brake and turn it left. Back on throttle, go straight through the chicane, drift all the way out to the left, a little bit of braking and turn it into the right. Start to squeeze onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exiting to the left. Throttle all the way down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way. Shift. Alright, nice job. Alright, get ready and brake hard this time. Brake hard, stand on it. Get that car slowed down. There you go. Now turn it in, come off the brakes. And start to squeeze back onto the throttle. Now start to unwind the wheel and stay to the left. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And now brake hard. Harder. Now start to turn in and come off the brake. Keep it tight and to the right and squeeze back on throttle. Over here to the right.
Oh.
Now turn it to the left like this. And then it's back on throttle and exit wide right. So more throttle, you come out nice and wide here, and then you work your way to the left. And now brake hard and downshift. And turn it in. Get turned in towards that apex. Remember, it's that late one. Squeeze back on throttle, exit middle of track, and work your way to right. Just that little bit of brake pressure is all you need. Now turn in left. Back on throttle. Go straight through. Get all the way out to the left-hand side first, and then turn it into the right. And now throttle and unwind. Shift. Alright, nice job. Get ready and brake hard. Harder. Stand on them. There you go. And turn it in. Back onto throttle and start to unwind the wheel. It's got good grip, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Alright. Now start to apply the brake. And turn it in. Now come off the brake. Just turn it. Now back onto the throttle. Work your way to the right. And now start turning into the left. Balance over the crest. Back on throttle. Exit wide right. Let the car come out all the way to the right. And then work your way to the left. Apply the brake. Downshift once. And start to turn it in. Balance the car all the way around. Squeeze back onto throttle. And work your way to the right. Just that touch of brake here, then turn in left. Go straight through. All the way out to that turning point. A little bit of braking. And then turn it into the right. Start to squeeze onto the throttle and unwind the wheel. Exit all the way to the left. Now throttle all the way down. Last lap. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And shift. Good. Get ready and brake hard. Stand on it. Alright, nice job. Turn it in. Come off those brakes. Just turn it in, turn it in. Back onto the throttle and unwind the wheel. Exit to the left. Keep going, keep going. Stay to the left. Apply the brake. Brake hard. And turn it in. Come off the brake. Just steer it. Back on throttle. Keep it tight to the right. Catching that car for a reason. A little bit of braking here and turn it to the left. Back onto the throttle. Exit wide right. And work your way to left. Over here to the left. Apply the brake. Alright, stay out here. We're going to stay to the left side. You're going to exit right in between these two white cones where this orange McLaren is going. We're basically going to follow that car. All right, how was that?
That was awesome.
Impressive machine,
so
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's all about, learning those cars' capabilities and, figuring it out. And, moving on from there. Progressively getting quicker, which is what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were you surprised at how well it handled?
Yeah, this handling is like amazing. It's so grippy and...
It's fast too, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, nice job out there. Keep on going straight. And you're going to turn it down the middle of the tent here in a second. I'll show you. Basically, we're still following this orange McLaren. We're going to go right down the middle of the tent as well. However, we're going to park in this second stall on the right next to the silver Porsche Cayman and the yellow Corvette Stingray. Pull it all the way down. And come to a stop.
Alright.
I'm going to put us into park. With your thumb, push down on the top.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then turn the wheel all the way to the left. See, I can see where it's turned to.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that. That's
it's kind of
awesome.
cool, right? You can see I got all these gauges here that I can go off of and stuff like that. So, very impressive car. Nice driving out there.
Thank you.
Once again,
Thank you
happy
so
birthday,
much.
and thank you so much for coming out.